For all of those who are interested in the progress of my 1960 Plymouth project, well, she's coming along, and unfortunately today I have learned that the engine is seized up. So I've prepared a good old cocktail of acetone and automatic transmission fluid to pour down the cylinders, as well as a healthy dose of Marvel's Mystery Oil. I swear by that concoction I've gotten several motors unstuck that went on to run for years. But otherwise, I'll point out a few other features. The floor pans, as you can see under the original foot pad, are still intact. The pedals are decent. Floor air control. I love this sweep fill speedometer. Aside from more animal debris, the floor pans are solid down here too. Even the quarters aren't rusted. Good, solid, gigantic fins. Doors are open and I've been cleaning out more junk. And once again, solid floor pans. There's a little tiny hole down there, but by and large, this thing is rock solid. The white spray you see on the hinges is white lithium grease. I have done so for the sake of getting the doors to move better. Like this one. Effortless. Ach du lieber mein Shin. As long as you don't bust your shin on the door. Even this one. I mean, the thing is solid. I'll get new tires on it eventually. They're standard 14-inch wheels, but hood was at one point problematic there, but it does open and close smoothly now. Water pump spins freely. Block is stuck, but looking inside, it had fluid. The radiator was still holding, and it doesn't look too bad. Some of the rat's nest of wires here will have to be addressed. Ignition coil is missing. This is a funky block heater I've never seen before. I don't know if it's original or not, but it doesn't really matter. Front and rear Colorado plates, but this grill is in beautiful condition. Oh, and for those who wonder, I just use it for 99% of what I do. Generic Husky tool set that I got with a coupon at Home Depot. They are not a sponsor of this video. If they'd like to sponsor me, that can be arranged. But let's see. Other interesting news. Ignore the mess of what I've pulled from it. I got the glove box open, which regrettably did not yield keys. But an interesting spot for road maps, and it's still in decent condition. Cigarette lighter's there, radio is still there, original one. These ship's vents on the dash are actually the factory AC. I also love the dash-mounted mirror. You can see the remnants of it, but it used to have an elevated back to the driver's seat as opposed to the passenger seat. I believe the rear is original upholstery. This door makes a little bit more noise, but you'll see here the weird plastic door insert, which the armrest is up there for the Fury model. It's very interesting, and this car had a lot of special trim. The gold Fury emblem, the white front, which I call the anger scoop because all it does is make the car look pissed off, and the white top. The trim is coming off around the rear windshield, but that's no big deal. I've cleared up the mouse nests, as you can see, but there's only surface rust. No rust through on this valley here. No rust through here. The car is solid. Even the rocker panels are in good shape. And yes, I'm wearing sandals because every time I work on this biohazard, I have to take a shower shortly thereafter. But little things. I mean, bit of work here and there. And hopefully I'll have further updates of her with her running. Or at least sitting on new tires. And if I can't get her running, nuts to it. I don't care about the 318. I don't care about originality. I don't care about the push-button trans. I'll buy a wrecked car with a 440 and drop her in. But this is, without a doubt, not the worst car I've ever bought. I think that still holds the distinction of that Packard, but she's a true junkyard survivor and salvage. The check I wrote to buy this car went to a recycling center. I mean, it doesn't get any closer to pulling her from the scrapper than that. Thankfully, they waited on me long enough to finish arrangements, but she is what she is, and I should have her running in... I don't know. That all depends on how solid the block is. I mean, oil. There's still original oil in there, and I'm just going to flood the ever-loving daylights out of her because I've got a canister filter on order for it, but ATF and acetone kind of eats that up, so there's no real point in worrying. But until next time, I'll keep you guys updated with my bizarre projects.